Hello, queens and goddesses. Welcome back to another episode of the Black Aphrodite Experience. And in this episode, we're talking about enrolling in your local community centers with me and Khiya.
I don't know. I just be thinking about stuff that makes me laugh. It's hilarious.
I don't know how we can make it. I don't know how we make it with the show. Like they're gonna be home extra bloopers, and they're gonna do the show bloopers.
Welcome to the channel episode.
Welcome, queens and goddesses. We're back with another episode of the Black Aphrodite Experience, and in this episode, we're going to talk about local community centers and why you should enroll in them. But before we even get started, like and subscribe to us. So a community center is a place where you can sign up that's not too far from your house, and you get low prices if you in the low community, or just be in your district. Then you get like low prices to like participate in like sports or do like arts or craft activities, or just learn a new skill. I didn't really like start joining those kind of programs until like maybe high school, and I joined a dance class. I did belly dancing. Yeah, I did belly dance class, and it was fun. It was like something to do, and I got to be active, and then I got to like express my dance expressions. I can't really dance, so it gave me a chance to actually express that side, and I had nobody judge me. Khiya been signed up in programs within our community center, and like gymnastics. How long you been doing gymnastics? Well, when did you start?
Oh, when I was 7.
More like 3.
It was not 3.
Tumbling is part of gymnastics. You got to do tumble before you got to tumble before you do the gymnastics.
Okay. Like 5.
Okay, so 5, she started doing real gymnastics, but she's been doing tumbling since she was 3. Did you do any other kind of like programs?
I did summer camp.
Yeah, in summer camp, like it's a great place. Like if we wasn't in this pandemic, then we would. Summer camp would be taking place in the summer, and sometimes they do like a winter or a spring break version of a summer camp, and they do activities. I didn't do summer camp. I did a camp. I did camp like 8th grade. 8th grade, that's when I really started going to an actual camp. But it's because the field trips, and then there's a playground. We got to meet with other local kids. And then in high school, it was a part of the Upward Bound program, which is not a community program. It is a community program, a nonprofit, but it was based on helping students like prepare for college, but not more like a fun activity like other programs are. We all bring this up because there's benefits to participate in these kind of programs. Like you get to learn a new skill. You get to like explore options to see if that's something you like. Like maybe you like swimming, but you probably don't know how to swim. You probably can float on your back, or you can do doggy paddling, and barely swimming, but you can save yourself in water. But you want to know how to deep dive and stroke and do other positions of swimming, or you want to be in the Olympics one day. Well, that's a good start to actually learn the real skill before you actually go get a real coach to prepare you for the Olympics. A lot of people who actually are in the Olympics most likely found the encouragement by enrolling into these type of programs, and it helped them expand their like horizon. It's probably where they found their coach, and it's a great place to start to see if you like something. Like maybe sewing. There's sewing classes. They got creative writing classes, which I'm so glad they did, because like I haven't seen that before until I started really looking at class I went to sign up for, and it actually had it in it. But usually I just saw swimming, soccer, volleyball, tennis. But then like a lot of sports and like swimming, which is a sport. But they didn't really have nothing for like people who just want to do things with their hands, like artwork and drawing, and just do other fun activities that most people wanted to do, but didn't know they could have an activity for that. So I just told you about my experience. So I wanted to kind of tell her, like, what was her experience, like, being into these kind of, enrolling into these programs, and, like, what? And then well, that was a break. So what did you get out of it? Or what do you get out of being part of, like, gymnastics?
Okay. You get to learn how to do certain skills that could help you if you want to be on a team, gymnastics team, and you meet new friends occasionally.
Did you gain any benefits, like, with you in high school, while you're in high school now? Like, what did you benefit from being in gymnastics that you can, like, use that skill in high school?
I learned how to flip properly, and I'll break my neck. So,
yeah, why is that beneficial for you for high school?
Since I do cheer and I need to know how to tumble.
So, like she said, she was able to benefit for being in the program because she started doing it at 3, and then didn't she do that for middle school too? But you on the cheer team. She's also on the cheer team in middle school, so that helped her prepare her to know the skills she'd be expected to do when she's actually on the actual team, to use those skills. And probably the main reason, no, that is one main reason why she got to the high level in cheer at her high school, because of this reason alone. So it's a lot of benefits, especially if you have like young kids, young siblings. Definitely encourage them to like be a part of the program, because usually you can get a good price to be part of those programs. So now we're going to tell you how we enroll into like these programs. I'm like Kai talk for once, and like, how did Mom sign you up for these programs that you know of?
It was a little book, and she looked in the book and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sign her up on this." And she went to the community center and paid them to put my name down, and I was in the program. So.
Yes, that's exactly how it goes. There's a community book that you can get from the community center, or your community center will mail it to like the residents that's nearby that will get like in-county residents for those programs, and they'll tell you. In the book, it'll have all the like different programs, and it have it in categories, so like sports, or by age, or by like skill. They'll have it in the list. So like for her, for gymnastics, they'll have the beginners like tumbling in the beginning. Then they'll have gymnastics. Ain't that how it is? Okay. And then you go, and then it goes in those, breaking down in those levels within those categories. And they'll do it for all the other categories. So like if it's writing or creative arts, they'll have a category of that. And then below have all categories in those sections too. And within those categories, we'll have which center within the district or in the county. And they will tell you like, oh, in this community center, we have these classes, and they'll give you the time. So like you find the time that works for you best. Like they'll have weekends, days of the week, early morning, late afternoon, middle of the day, depending on the season of the school year. They count all of that into it. So like you get to see something within the whole year. Is it a whole year, or they just break it down like seasons?
I break it up into 3 months.
Okay, like so like 3 seasons? Or like winter, fall, summer, spring? Okay, so something like that. And that's how you can get to like prepare what kind of programs you can sign up for that's coming up. And they only give you a book for each like season, or within those 3 you sure it's 3 on the 3 book? Is that 4?
Summer, fall, winter, and spring.
Oh, okay. So they put 2 seasons together?
No, summer, fall, winter, and spring.
Okay, then it's 4. You said 3 at first.
Oh.
So that's what I'm like. Okay, so she has done, that's how I mean when I say she has done more programs within the community center than me because I started late. Like, yeah, my mom did not like try to put me in was not that pressed to put me in a program when I was, yes, I said press. She was not trying to put me in a program when I was younger, when it could have benefited me, but she did with her. So like she knows more of how this goes. I just like know a little bit because I also work in the community center, so I am familiar with how the sign up goes. So Afro Kingdom, we have a question for you. Have you participated in any local community programs in a while or during the pandemic season? I know some people decided to do theirs outside because they had the space, or they just chose virtual options. Have you did the virtual option during this pandemic? Because I want to know how that experience went. I haven't did any of those programs. Khiya hasn't done it either, so she has not been doing none of those programs. And we just want to know, how did you feel about it? Like, definitely mention in the comments, or like when things open up again, what kind of class do you think you want to sign up for, or what did you sign up in the past before the pandemic shut everything down? Because I want to know, get some ideas of what I would like to like try out when I have time. Khiya, what you think you want to sign up for besides gymnastics?
I don't even know. Probably like soccer again. It's pretty fun.
Okay, so soccer, and maybe I might do another dance class. And I think that'll be interesting. Or I might actually try to advance my swimming skills. So that's probably my 2 choices in my community center activities I'm thinking about joining when things open up again. Definitely mention in the comments if you like this video. Definitely like and then subscribe, because I know this video was entertaining. Because I mean, we just can't do nothing without laughing. But come to the next episode, because the next episode we're going to talk about
they're going to hear me say, and like, what is that? Okay.
like you see that, right? That's what I mean. We can't do no episode without laughing. But yes,
I look like a fish out of water laughing.
yeah, I would like to see that. But see you in the next episode, Afro Kingdom.